morning, everyone. This is Patrick Pinto from BC Solutions. Welcome to another interview of the ABCs of Digital Marketing. We're sitting today with one of our premier clients, Ricky Sitomer from Starjet International. Ricky, tell the world a little bit about you, your firm, and what separates you guys.
Well, I'm basically the grandfather of the industry. I've been doing this since 2001. I've done about $1 billion in private jet charter. We do any jet, anytime, any place. I've done helicopters, 747s, everything in between. We have access to 15,000 aircraft worldwide. All over the world. I just had a trip this morning, leave from New York to Iceland for a movie company that's doing a film. And they're filming in Iceland. They actually have 6 flights in the next 2 weeks. We really, we're the best at what we do. We've been doing it for a very, very long time. Access to everything. Love the business. And we put our clients in the best product at the best prices.
I could see that. Looking at the caliber of people that inquire and want to talk with you, they are obviously of great value. How has COVID made a difference in what you're doing? How have you pivoted during this time?
Well, unfortunately, there is COVID. But what happens in my business is during difficult times, hurricanes, COVID, my business really literally takes off. So my sales are up over 100% in the last 3 months. And there's really a change in the customer or client psyche that I don't think is really going to go back. I mean, people who were on the bubble, who had the money and were flying commercial or flying first class are now not going to. They're going to fly private. I can't tell you how many phone calls I've gotten. Oh, my parents are elderly, they're sickly. I don't want to put them on commercial. It's too dangerous right now. And I've just gotten a ton of phone calls all over the country, and Canada and Europe, and there really is a fundamental change in luxury traveler right now for safety, and not going to the airport, not sitting there for 2 hours in a security line, not being around people. It's the ease of the flight that what we do. You show up 10-15 minutes before your flight. They load your luggage and you go on the plane, show your ID and you're cleared. So it's really very, very easy. I mean, I did a flight the other day where I had paramedics come to the airport, because it was an elderly couple and they were in wheelchairs. And the paramedics literally had to lift them onto the plane. And, when they took off and also when they landed. So we can really arrange everything. And the COVID really is a big influence now on the industry.
Oh, absolutely. If you were to kind of look at and describe, because a lot of people think private jet, they think it's not within their budget, it's not within their range, it's not within their ability. I mean, it's broadened itself greatly. I mean, while there is a select audience, it has opened itself up dramatically. Could you agree on that?
I would say so. I mean, it's become more cost effective. Fuel prices are down now, so that's helpful. New York to Florida is going to run anywhere between 10 and 12,000 on a light jet, around 14, 15,000 on a mid-sized jet, and it goes up from there. But I mean, if you fill all the seats and you have 7 seats, 8 seats, you're talking probably about 2,000 a person.
Yeah, which, I mean, if you think about it, if you were going to do the same thing on a commercial airline and you were going to fly first class, you're in those same numbers.
Pretty close. Yeah, The only difference is whoever really books the plane is paying for the whole thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. But my mindset is the people think when they fly first class on a commercial line and they have to go through those lines and they have to go through security and they have to get all the problems at a normal airport that you run into. When you're flying with you, as an example, like you said, it's 15 minutes and you're up on a plane. There is no waiting. There is no. It's your personal plane for that flight.
The biggest thing is not being exposed to the masses.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Not having to have the mask, not having to have the worry of anyone else being on the plane and what may happen while they are on that plane. Who knows? People are sick. Who knows what's going on? So it's a nicer atmosphere. It's a nicer, more relaxed travel, I feel. How would you want people to find you? How would you want people to reach out and look for you? I know the world of LinkedIn is where all of your clientele sits, but where would you want how do you want these people to find you on LinkedIn?
Well, you can look me up on LinkedIn. I mean, BC's been fantastic and very proactive in bringing me clients and a lot of connections, a ton of connections. You can go on my website, starjetsinternational.com. You can call me on my cell. I literally work 24/7. It's right here. I don't always right next to me. I'm always available. My email, rs@starjetsintl.com, 24/7, like I said.
We have a friend who's a client that has the most delicious coffee, and every time I'm speaking with you, I always know that you're putting a cup of coffee to your lips. So I figured it would be something that you could utilize, just like everyone else. So I wanted to give you that the compliment of saying that every time that you and I speak, you're probably one of the hardest working individuals that I've ever met. And I mean that sincerely, because when we do speak, you're either on just hanging up with a client or you're completing a deal with a client, and our conversations are short, sweet, right to the point, and you're always professional, and you're always like, Pat, listen, I got to jump off. I got a client calling in. And I say that because it's a compliment and a blessing all in one.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I do work hard. I love what I do. It's a lot of fun. It's gratifying, and when you put clients on unbelievable equipment, and you put a guy on a $50 million plane, and he's thanking you, and him and his family, and feel safe and he had a great flight. It's very satisfying.
Yes, I can agree with you as well. That's a magnificent plane. That's a beautiful plane. And that Rick, that is the only way to fly. I mean, you have to look at what you get. My grandmother always told me the cheapest is the dearest and the dearest is the cheapest. If you do something right, you do it once.
That's the exact aircraft they're flying on right now.
And you do it well. I could tell you this. I don't want to keep you. I want to thank you for taking the time today to speak with us. I want to thank you for taking the time to work with us. I love the relationship that we have. I look to continue it for many years, and I hope that we build our companies together, and I hope that we're doing the right job for you. I thank you for the opportunity to work together.
Pat, your team's been wonderful. I enjoy working with you, and BC has been fantastic.
Thank you so much. Listen. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch this. Have a great weekend. Have a healthy and happy and safe 4th of July, and always remember,
stay safe.
It's always good to fly with Starjets International, and it's always good to be seen.